Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razzle. I hope you had a great weekend. If you lived in the United States, it was a Memorial Day weekend. It was a 3-day weekend. We remembered all of the fallen soldiers of all the past wars, especially World War I and World War II. The United States won those. A lot of people lost their lives. RIP. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your grandparents. If you have relatives in the military, thank them for me. My grandfathers were in the military. I had an uncle who was in the military. My uncle was in the Persian Gulf War back in the 90s, and wasn't even a war really for the United States. We kind of were just, I mean, it was and it wasn't. Operation Desert Storm. Um, and he gave me his boots, his desert boots, his military boots, and I wear those when I hike now. And I got to get them resold. They're 35-year-old boots almost, and now they're finally, I need to get them resold because they're great boots from military issue. Um, Thanks for everything. Thanks for listening. Thanks. I hope you guys had a safe weekend. If you're not in the United States, hope you had a great weekend. Um, I'm doing good, doing present. I dog sat over the weekend. A little dog named Ziggy. It was fun. A lot of work. You got to have a time schedule. I get how some people are like, I don't want kids, but because kids you got to take care of, right? I got to worry about kids and babysit and all this stuff. Um, but at least kids grow up, and at least kids get to an age where they can eat for themselves and take care of themselves and go to the bathroom on their own. And dogs, you gotta you gotta check in 4 times a day. You can't go on a field trip, you know, and leave them alone for 12 hours. You gotta come back and take them on a walk and feed them. And dogs are just toddlers for their whole life. You know what I mean? Like people are like, oh, I don't want a toddler, but dogs are toddlers forever. And I don't care if you call them dog years, and I don't care if the dog's 15 when it's only been 5 years. At least a 5-year-old can go to the bathroom by themselves. At least a 5-year-old can scavenge through your bottom drawer of your refrigerator to find an Uncrustable. Dogs can't open refrigerators. Dogs can't feed themselves. Dogs can't sit down and eat themselves and get themselves food. A 5-year-old might not be able to, but they can get snacks on their own. And no, you shouldn't leave a 5-year-old alone for 14 hours. But dogs, you definitely can't. You know, when a person is 14, dog years, when a dog is 14 years old in dog years, you still have to come and go and take care of them and take them on walks and feed them. When a child is 14, hey, guess what? You're on your own. Here's a key. Come back before the sun sets. Go have fun. At least that's what it was like when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we didn't wear bike helmets. We couldn't stay inside playing video games in the summertime, and we had to be home when the streetlights came on. And that was that. We would go on bike rides across town to go see movies. We would ride the bus. I remember being in middle school when Toy Story 1 came out. Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2? Might have been Toy Story 2. I want to say Toy Story 1, but let's say it was Toy Story 2. And I don't know what year that came out. But one of those, my cousin Jason and my brother and I, it was a snow day. It was a winter snow day. We had the day off, so we're like, let's go see a movie. So we took the bus in a small town in Michigan, which was there's not a lot of, and we took the bus to the mall and watched a movie. And I was probably 13, 14. 13, 14-year-old kids now, you see them ride on the bus and you're like, where's your parents? What's going on? And, not saying it's good for kids to be out on their own, but also I don't think anything's really changed. I just think the news media is more prominent in addressing what's out there. And I think crime and abduction and all that stuff's always happened, depending. I don't think it's any more than it has been. I just think we hear about it more because we get the alerts and, we're on the internet. But a 14-year-old can go to the movies by themselves. You can drop them off at the mall and be like, I'll be back later. You can't. They can take care of themselves. You can give them money and say, hey, get food. Dogs are perpetual toddlers. Now, they're fun. They're great. They're fun to play with. But I had a great weekend. It was great. I got the dog would come up and hang out and sit on my lap and we'd play catch. And it was fun and relaxing. But I found myself checking my watch. If I would go run errands, I'd be like, oh, I got to go get back. And, I get it. I get why people don't want kids, but I also get why people want dogs, but I also don't get why they want dogs when you have to structure every day around them. Um, but it was good. I had a good weekend, and went to a party yesterday, and we got talking about inflation, about things. I got about life in general. And then we were talking about like eggs and how like the government, and not even the government, but like how businesses during the pandemic, they raised prices, and then once they realized everybody was fine, was like, okay, you're going to pay this price, they don't lower the prices. And that reminded me of a thing my cousin posted the other day, which I noticed 2 weeks ago, and not 2 weeks ago, a while ago. I noticed a while ago. But what is up with bowling prices? When did bowling become so expensive? Bowling is like $45 now for an hour. Remember when bowling used to be $6 a game, or $4 a game, or $20 an hour for everybody, not per person? Now bowling is like $40 per person per hour. And it's like, hold on. If you're going to charge per person per hour, the more people should be less the price, because the less games you're going to be able to play. It's insanity to me how bowling used to be this cool, fun thing that people would go to do. And then now they turn the lights off and they make it like a club, and it's like, ooh, it's a fun, kitschy, neon glow bowling, get drunk and bowl. And it's like, no, I just want to bowl. I just want to have fun and bowl. I want to bowl a game. I don't need to stop turning the lights off, stop putting on lasers. Bowling is already fun and cool. It doesn't need lasers, black lights, and fog, and bad animation. It's already got the bad animation, but it doesn't need worse animation. So the fact that bowling places in Los Angeles are charging $45 or more per person for a lane is insane to me. Half the time the people are just like, oh, it's like, no, if I'm paying $44 an hour to bowl, guess what? We're kicking rocks, dude. It's your turn. Get up there and bowl. Stop eating your fucking chicken fingers. Stop drinking your beer. I want to bowl because I'm good. And there's a reason why I keep bowling shoes in my car, in case anybody says, hey, you want to go bowling? And guess what? I say yes. But now I'm like, hold on. How much are we paying for how many games? Because you used to be able to go bowl a game and it was cheap. And now it's super expensive. And yeah, that was that. Bowling is out of control. Movies are out of control. Dude, everything's like, I don't know if it was the weekend. I'll have to check this week. I'm going to go back and check this week. But I have the AMC Movie Pass. And look, I like going to see movies. That's why I have the AMC Pass, because I like to go see movies. And movie tickets are so expensive right now. I remember seeing on a ticket stub when I went to go see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Part 2, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, tickets were $4.95 in Bay City, Michigan. Might have been even less. That might have been a nighttime movie. And popcorn and all that was always kind of the same price as movie tickets. I feel like maybe a little bit more. Maybe it was like $5 for popcorn. Maybe it was less. I don't remember. I'll have to consult with my brother and other friends in the Midwest to find out what was more. Were the tickets more than the goods, or vice versa? Because the movie theaters always made their money from the concessions. But were the concessions always more than the ticket prices, or less? Because now the ticket prices are way more than the concessions. But the concessions are expensive, dude. And let me tell you, if you have the AMC Pass, this is a hack I like to do. I don't need a tub of popcorn. I like it. I don't need it. I don't need a vat of soda. I don't drink a full thing of soda. I don't need it. It's not healthy for you. So I found a hack, and when I'd go to AMC, I'd get the kids combo, because you get an old school, just a sleeve of popcorn. You'd get a medium soda, and you'd get some fruit snacks, and that's awesome. And that was $8.50. 2 weeks ago it was $8.50. It was $8.69 or something like that, right? And I'm like, that's a deal, because a normal soda at AMC or at the theater is $8. A popcorn is $12 to $14. I don't need all of that for $30 when I can just get a smaller version of it for less and some fruit snacks. That's a hack. That's all I need to enjoy my movie. And I went to see Mad Max this weekend, and now they're charging $9.79. Within a week, they went up $1. Now, again, I don't know if that's just the weekend prices, but everything's going up, dude. Everything every year, I feel like they raise it $1, and people are just cool with it. And I get it, because companies need to make money, and less people are going to movies, which mean they need to raise prices because they need to keep in business and pay their employees. But it's not like minimum wage goes up, I guess, but when you look at the numbers, it's not going up by that ratio. It's not going up. Minimum wage isn't going up, 10%. And if it is, it's not going up. Like, they're selling more popcorns per hour than they are having employees. So they're paying $50 for all their employees extra an hour for minimum wage, if minimum wage goes up, let's say. And they're charging an extra, it's just, the economics of it is so wild to me, and I don't understand it. But I'm still going to do it because it's still way cheaper than getting both a popcorn and a soda. And I don't need all that. So yeah, so that's a hack. If you go to AMC, just get the kids combo. You get a nice little sleeve, a nice little soda, and some fruit snacks. And I like a good fruit snack. What is it? That's it. That's all I had to talk about. It's a short episode, a 9-minute episode, 10-minute episode. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for listening, for hanging out. Send me stuff, man. If you're listening, once again, I'm going to say this. My listeners are dropping off like flies and cutting in half every week, and I'm losing downloads or follows or whatever. And allegedly it's because apparently Apple changed their subscription service. So all the just grandfathered follows that I had from when I was on Nerdist, are all done now. So that very well could be it. All the just automatic downloads. People were downloading and not even listening to their phones. That very well could have been the case. But if you're listening, go give me a follow on Instagram. Go give me a follow on TikTok. Go follow my YouTube and DM me. Slide into my DMs or slide into my comments and just talk to me. Let me know you're there. Because right now I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for you too if you're watching and if you're listening, because I'm hoping people are. But I appreciate you, and thank you for everything, and have a great week. Be safe out there. Summer's coming up. Weather's getting nice. People are going on boats. People are going swimming. Swimming can be dangerous. Swimming can be fun. Just be careful swimming when you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Have fun. Do whatever, but just be safe. And check the expiration date on the food in your refrigerator. And thanks for everything. And if you don't like something, leave it in the comments. If you like something, leave it in the comments. And tell your friends. I appreciate you.